It's time for an adventure.
I see it, and now it's all within my reach. Possibility. I see it now. It's always been inside of me. And now I feel so free. And there's possibility. And there's possibility. And there's possibility. And there's possibility. And there's possibility.
Hello everyone, and today I'm taking a look at Onward. Onward is a recently released Pixar movie, and yeah, now let me talk about how I thought of the original teaser trailer real quick. When I saw the teaser trailer for this movie, I was just so-and-so about it. The animation looked great, but I was only really excited for it because it had Chris Pratt and Tom Holland in the star cast for the film, and I was like, okay, Tom Holland and Chris Pratt in another movie that's not the MCU, that's awesome. But then the second trailer dropped, and I wanted to see this movie because it looked like a real good emotional movie, and that's what I love from Pixar, how they're able to do emotion. And oh boy, they did it so well in this movie, and it was a real tearjerker. But still, what's the plot of the movie? Well, the plot of the movie is that it takes place in a fantasy world where originally it was all magic and stuff. Basically, sorcerers and wizards and witches existed, and they all used magic to solve their problems. But over time, they slowly developed and decided, we should cut all that magic crap out. I mean, it's too hard to do the spells. Maybe we can just, create the light bulb and create cell phones. And yeah, it's basically like our world except with fantasy elements, and it's animated. But instead, it follows two boys named Ian and Barley, who on Ian's second birthday is given a gift from his late father, who has a wizard staff that has a spell that brings him back to life for one day. And during the spell, he gets it half right. I mean, he only gets the bottom part. So basically, their dad is turned into Darth Maul after he fought Obi-Wan. So yeah, and they only have 24 hours to get their dad back to normal, or else they'll never see him again. So yeah, they're only given like a 24-hour time limit. And man, this movie, I'm gonna come out and say it. This might be my favorite movie of 2020. I know that's stupid to say, since I only seen 4 movies so far this year. But man, after seeing this movie, I don't think there's anything that can top it. Now, this isn't a perfect movie by any stretch of the imagination, but it's definitely a great film. One thing I love about this movie is the tone. It's able to balance out emotion and humor so well. The comedy in this movie, is fantastic. Especially from Octavia Spencer, who plays this Manticore. And she was freaking hilarious. Like, every scene she was in, I was laughing. I was about to, fall on the floor and just roll around laughing in the theater. And there's even a joke that was surprisingly dark, but I was laughing at it. And also, the characters in this movie are all really likable, and you understand their motivations, and you feel bad for them. Like the two brothers, you understand why they're doing this. Think about it. Imagine if you had a loved one that you lost at an early age, and you want to meet them so badly, and when you're given the chance to, you want to meet them beyond anything. And the movie is great with its brotherhood relationship and the fatherhood relationship, and it's so well done. And the animation is fantastic. I'll fully admit, when I saw the teaser trailer and they showed the mushroom houses, I was like, so is this gonna be like the Smurfs? Are we gonna see a Smurfette? Papa Smurf? Grumpy Smurf? And I love the characters. Ian, he's pretty good. He's played by Tom Holland, so get some points there. And Chris Pratt plays Barley, the older brother, and he is so funny. Now, basically, Barley is like that, that type of that type of person who's like, oh yes, like the D&D player who's like, oh yes, magic and stuff, where it's all real in ancient times. But in this version, it actually makes sense, because magic did exist, and does exist in that universe, and this universe doesn't. And I do like how it kind of goes like how it real world in a way. Because in the real world, there are people who are like, oh yes, magic and stuff existed back in the old days, but now we're too lazy and just use, our smartphones. Now, trust me, magic has never existed, except in the Harry Potter universe, but still. And I also really like their brotherhood relationship. Oh wait, I already said that. But still. And also, the side characters are all likable. Well, they're kind of likable. There are some that's not, but it's pretty funny to see what kind of situation they get into. And I can see myself rewatching this. In fact, this is probably my favorite Pixar movie to come out since Toy Story 3. It's not as good as Toy Story 3, but it comes close. Well, no. It does not come close in any shape or way, in any form. But I will say it's the best since Toy Story 3. Sorry. But overall, I had a blast seeing Onward. It's well animated, the emotion is great, the characters are great, the humor is great. It's just a blast to watch. If you want to see this movie, it's a must-watch. So that being said, I'm going to give Onward a 9 out of 10. It's really good, and you should check it out. So that being said, see you all later, and have a great day. Bye.